Here are some of the latest research topics for psychology research students. Research topics related to behavioral psychology. 1. Cultural variation in behavior and mental health of adolescents during a disaster. 2. The impact of parental drug use on early child development. 3. The effects of video game violence on aggressive behavior among teenage boys in school. 4. The relationship between adverse childhood experiences and adult risk-seeking behavior. 5. The impact of physical exercise on anxiety and health-harming behavior. Research topics related to clinical psychology. 1. The use of mindfulness-based approaches in the treatment of anxiety disorders among college students. 2. The effectiveness of dialectical behavior therapy for borderline personality disorder. 3. The use of virtual reality technology in the treatment of phobias and PTSD among war veterans. 4. The role of childhood adversity on adult mental health in immigrant populations in the USA. 5. The effectiveness of pharmacotherapy in the treatment of social anxiety among hikikomori in Japan. Research topics related to cognitive psychology. 1. The impact of lifelong aerobic exercise on cognitive function in old age. 2. The effects of evening screen use on cognitive development in preschool children. 3. The impact of sleep deprivation on decision-making among graduate students. 4. The use of neuroimaging to understand the neural basis of memory retrieval. 5. The effect of conservative religious homes on social functioning in LGBT+ adolescents. Research topics related to developmental psychology. 1. The impact of maternal affection on cognitive, social, and emotional development. 2. The effects of parenting styles on children's executive function. 3. The impact of late-night screen use on child development. 4. The role of digital play on child development outcomes. 5. Exploring the impact of poverty on early child development in Brazil. Research topics related to educational psychology. 1. The relationship between self-regulated learning and academic performance in asynchronous versus synchronous learning environments. 2. Exploring effective parental involvement strategies and their impact on student achievement. 3. The role of intrinsic motivation in formative assessment in the classroom. 4. The impact of classroom management and practice on student learning and behavior. 5. University students' preference regarding online learning environments. Research topics related to forensic psychology. 1. The impact of trauma on the psychological functioning of police officers and first responders. 2. Understanding cultural considerations during forensic psychological assessment and treatment of trauma. 3. Ethical considerations of the use of AI in forensic psychology in the legal system. 4. The psychological factors related to recidivism among white-collar female offenders in the USA. 5. The psychological factors related to false confessions among juveniles. Research topics related to social psychology. 1. The impact of prejudice and discrimination on social behavior among African immigrants in South Africa. 2. The impact of social networks on behavior and well-being among young adult females. 3. The effects of social identity on nonconformity in university students. 4. The effects of group dynamics on risk-seeking behavior in adult men. 5. The impact of social media on the quality of interpersonal relationships among high school learners. Research topics related to sports psychology. 1. The moderating role of cultural factors on the relationship between mental health and sports performance in team sports. 2. The role of mindfulness practice in addressing stress and anxiety in young national athletes. 3. The relationship between team cohesion and performance in cricket teams. 4. The effect of transformational leadership on female sports teams in Canada. 5. The effect of positive self-talk on athletic performance and motivation among Olympic athletes.